That Disney Show for July 17th, 2012. Hello everyone, I am Trevor. I'll be your host through this show once again. A lot happened this couple of weeks for Disney. Not so much news as much as San Diego Comic-Con. A lot of stuff coming out of there. And I got a lot of coverage from Disney's new California adventure. It's basically the reason why I haven't been here the past few weeks. I went on a cross-country trip to Vegas, California, and most importantly, Disneyland Resort. Now, let's get started with our news. Before we start, I'd like to invite you to check out our website over at thatdisneyshow.weebly.com for the latest Disney theme park news, video podcasts, photos, videos, and more. Like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, and email us your questions, comments, and concerns at thatdisneyshow@gmail.com. Alright, a lot happened like I said, coming from Comic-Con. That's basically all that's coming for news. There wasn't a whole lot. So, if we get started, Frank and Weenie had a big exhibit at San Diego Comic-Con showing merchandise, set previews, and more. And yeah, so they had their own booth there. And if you attended it, then they handed out limited edition Vinyl-mations. They look like this. There's a picture there. Yeah, so there's a limited edition of 500. They're selling for about $80 on eBay, even though they got them for free. And next part of the news, Wreck-It Ralph premiered at Comic-Con. They had a big booth. I'm really excited about this, so I'll show some pictures here. But Disney created an actual game, Fix-It Felix Jr., just for this movie. So if you took the 10 to 15 minute walk from Comic-Con to the local arcade, they had the game there. And if you did go, you got rewarded with a t-shirt, an Xbox t-shirt code for your avatar, and yeah, they also handed out an exclusive Vinyl-mation for them too, so there's that right there. And Wreck-It Ralph is about Ralph, a villain in the game Fix-It Felix Jr., but he doesn't want to be a villain anymore. He wants to go change games and stuff, so that's what the movie's about, him game hopping, but he doesn't realize that people actually want him. So, yeah. They also handed out Oswald ears. Here's a picture of that for Epic Mickey 2. I'm really excited about that game. I'll probably end up getting it. Epic Mickey was a great game. This can't be much better, but I'll find a way. It was also Disneyland's 57th birthday, so they had all these characters sing happy birthday and have some Mickey balloons. I do not have coverage of that because it happened on Tuesday, actually. So, yeah. Our last little bit of news until we get to our main segment. Disney released that they were going to put out air fresheners, and these air fresheners, I'll pull up pictures as I talk about them, come in turkey leg, Mickey ice cream, Mickey waffle, and mini caramel apple scented. So most of them sound good, turkey leg does not, and as you can see, they come in the shape of their smell. And I forgot one more bit of news. Disney also released their merchandise for their 30th anniversary. Or Epcot's 30th anniversary. So here are some pictures. A lot of t-shirts, toothpick glasses. They include a lot of Figment, and they use the Horizons logo, which looks really nice. So, yeah, that concludes our news for this week. That is right. Today's tip for today comes from me again. And that is when going to the Disneyland resort, if you have Walt Disney World tickets, please be aware that they cannot be accepted at Disneyland, or actually they can, but it takes like an additional 45 minutes. It gets really bad because I had Disney World tickets and I was planning on getting to the parks early, but that didn't work because they were Disney World tickets. They had to take them into the back and run them through a machine, and in the end, the cast member was really nice and she gave us these exclusive fast passes so that we could get on to like any 3 rides just instantly, and she gave us 2 free tickets. But yes, please be aware, if you're trying to get into the parks early, then do not use Disney World tickets or get the situation fixed like the night before. So yes, you can submit your own tips to us over at thatdisneyshow@gmail.com. So I would also like to put in a quick word about Theme Park Portal. Check him out on YouTube and visit his website at themeparkportal.weebly.com. He has a lot of coverage of the Brave, the video game, and much more from like the Coke Factory, Atlanta, and just a lot of other stuff. So we're going to talk about Disneyland here first. We don't have a whole lot about it, but we do have some. So they did release the new Matterhorn. I do not have a video for that. However, if you watched last week's video, you saw that I had the audio walkthrough for it, but it was reported that the seating is uncomfortable in the front and back. It must be just for adults, because I sat in both and it didn't affect me at all. I thought it was the same as sitting in the middle rows, and it was a fun ride. It was really rough, but it was fun. They didn't make it a lot smoother. So the first ride that I rode when I got into Disneyland was Finding Nemo's Submarine Voyage. It was fun, but it was not a 4-hour wait. The last time I went to Disneyland, it had just released, and there was a 4-hour wait for it. I would not have waited 4 hours, but here is a video for that.
Cast off forward, cast off aft, clear the bridge, secure hatches and vents. Stand by, engines. Ship rigged for getting underway.
Alrighty, welcome aboard Explorers. My name is Danny. I'll be your driver for this morning. Just a few friendly reminders. Please remain seated throughout the entire voyage, and if we could all just refrain from eating, drinking, smoking, and no flash photography, that'd be great. And we'll be on our way shortly. Thank you.
All ahead, 1/3.
All ahead, 1/3.
G'day, this is the captain speaking. Now that we're underway, I'd like to welcome you aboard. As the conditions of our voyage may be unpredictable, please remain seated at all times. Stand by to dive.
Diving station.
Main induction closed. Pressure in the boat.
Rescue ready to launch.
Flood the main ballast tanks. Let's take her down.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Dive. Dive. Trim about diving planes, 3 degrees.
Three round diving planes, 3 degrees down.
Take it out easy. Catch her at 10 fathoms. Speed 06 and 1/2 knots.
06 and 1/2.
Steer 30 degrees.
Right rudder, 30 degrees.
All ahead full. Steady as she goes.
All ahead full.
As we leave the coast behind and head towards open water, you'll notice that this is a popular spot for divers searching for exotic fish.
Set course directly over the Lost City.
Lost City, dead ahead, sir.
Thanks. Stand by for weather watch.
Radar 1, standing by.
Our destination today is quite extraordinary. A newly erupting deep water volcano. Even here in the shallows, we can see evidence of such geothermal forces constantly at work. You can tell by our surroundings that they can make some pretty dramatic changes to the landscape. These remnants of an ancient civilization were hidden for centuries beneath the ocean floor. Hidden until unearthed by a tremendous volcanic event.
Steer 40 degrees.
Right rudder, 40 degrees.
Mind your distance to port and starboard.
Aye, aye, sir.
As we leave this long-lost community behind, we're about to enter a community of a different kind, the coral reef. The colourful reef that surrounds us is a biological community that thrives in warm, shallow waters. It usually takes more than a year for a coral to grow only 1 inch. An amazing fact when you consider that Australia's Great Barrier Reef stretches over 2,000 kilometres.
Radar 1, service storm ahead, sir.
No worries. We'll take it down fast and deep. All controls, 8 degrees down.
Down 80.
Set course to 70 degrees true. Steady as she goes.
Aye, sir.
The fish world has always been considered a silent habitat, but now, thanks to remarkable advances in marine technology, we can use instruments such as our sonar hydrophones to actually hear the fish talk.
Come aboard, explorers! Oh, let's go explore, explore, explore. Let's go explore the big blue world.
Wait, Mr. Ray, we can't explore without Nemo.
I'm sure we'll see him any minute now.
Nemo!
Oh, science is great, there's so much to know. Climb aboard, explorers, it's time to go.
What if Nemo got Nemo, water eggs and tasty waves? Sure, sure. Where? EAC, dude. You'll be like, whoa, I'm like, whoa, whoa. Let's go. Follow me to the EAC.
Nemo! Oh, lost again!
Captain, we're approaching the EAC.
Hold her steady. Take her into the car. All head standing.
Aye, aye, sir.
The powerful flow of the East Australian current is like an undersea highway. Many creatures can be found commuting in this current, including the majestic sea turtle. Look at you!
Welcome to the EAC, Minnie Marlin!
This is fun.
funny. I'm a clownfish. Nemo!
Dude, check it out. Wow. It's a big sunken butt. Sweet.
Nemo! Where are you, Nemo?
Who's Nemo?
I am looking for my son.
Ooh, I can help. Oh,
It's Nemo!
where?
I don't know. That's why we're trying to find him.
Find who?
My son, Nemo. You know that.
I do.
We went on a huge adventure together, which you don't remember at all.
Is he orange with white stripes and smaller?
Yes, have you seen him?
Seen who?
Hello, morsels. There's nothing I like better than canned food. Oh, don't worry. I'm not going to eat you. At least not all at once.
No, Bruce, remember the pledge.
Right then. I am a nice shark, not a mindless eating machine. People are friends, not food. Right then, mates. Easy does it. Want one of these?
Holding steady, sir.
Right. Let's resume speed.
All ahead full.
Hey, Squirt, what are those twinkling things? I don't know. Race in there. Okay, go.
Dory!
Wait,
What?
I see pretty lights.
I see them too.
Reach for the light.
It's getting closer. That was me.
How do I know it's you? It could be anybody.
It's not anyone. It's me.
Do I know you?
Dory!
Talk about a small world. My name's Dory too.
Uh-oh. What's that? It looks like...
Oh, me first. I'm thinking of something pink and bouncy that looks like a balloon.
Jellyfish!
Right. Okay, now I'm thinking of something pink, kind of balloon. Boing.
It's jellyfish!
You're good. Boing, boing. And I'm thinking...
Jellyfish! And the next one, jellyfish!
Hi, Mr. Smarty Pants. Boing, boing.
Stop playing games! No, Dory! Invite to a party! Let's go!
I love parties. I found the hot tub.
It's not about finding hot tubs. It's about finding... I was so worried!
If you guys notice the alarm up
We survived an erupting volcano, Nemo! Nemo? Nemo? Say something!
Can we do it again, Dad? Huh? Can we?
Oh, of course. When fish can fly.
Oh, I found Chico!
Nemo! It's Nemo! Yay! Nemo! Hey, Bruno! We saw a huge volcano go kaboom! Oh, you made me eat! Hey, Dad! You should have seen me surf the volcano!
Oh, give me some fit. Noggin.
Dude! Nemo! Check out all the whales! Sammy Plankton, he says that whales are made krill!
Nobody would believe it anyway. We better take her up before we have a run-in with a sea serpent who already encountered with a mermaid. We are surfacing and approaching our home port. We've enjoyed having you aboard on this adventurous voyage. Thanks for joining us and have a top day.
And so there was that, and I forgot, here is the monorail ride from downtown Disney into Tomorrowland.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome aboard Monorail Red. Looks like the co-pilot for this trip back to Tomorrowland is going to be Manny Monorail. Take it away, Manny.
Here we go. Hola! To those of you who have just joined me, welcome. My name is Manny Monorail. I want to be sure you're safe, so please stay seated, keeping your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside my cabin. Watch your children, and no smoking, please. Bienvenidos a bordo. Para su seguridad, permanezca sentado y mantenga las manos, brazos, pies y piernas dentro del tren y cuide a los niños. Por favor, se ruega no fumar. Gracias. I'm now on my way to the Tomorrowland station. On my right, you'll see the downtown Disney District, Disney's Grand Californian Hotel and Spa, and Disney California Adventure, home to all of my best car friends. You'll find them all in Cars Land, so race over there like lightning and check it out. To my left is the main entrance of Disneyland, the happiest place on earth. Disneyland is truly an American origin. Since its opening in 1955, it has hosted hundreds of millions of guests from around the world. It's the original Disney theme park created by Walt Disney himself. Without Walt Disney, I wouldn't be here. He introduced monorails at Disneyland in 1959. To my right is our transportation plaza. Taxis and shuttle buses have a lot of respect for us monorails. It's true. They really look up to us. Okay, here comes my favorite part of the trip, going back into Disneyland. But things are pretty tight up ahead, so be sure to remain seated, keeping your hands and arms inside my cabin. We're now in Tomorrowland, a land inspired by science, fact, and fantasy. Below me is the Submarine Lagoon. One time I saw Nemo swimming down there. Its colors are beautiful, man. All orange and black and white. He must have got that custom paint job from the moon. There's Matterhorn Mountain, home of the world's most famous bobsled run. Beneath me is Autopia, where drivers of all ages can cruise on the road to tomorrow. Right now, I'm going to cruise for a while so you can listen to a few program reminders.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome aboard Monorail Red. In just a few moments, we'll be entering our final destination, the Tomorrowland Monorail Station. Tonight, for your enjoyment, Disneyland will remain open until midnight, and if you'd like to take one of the last trains of the evening out of the park at closing, we recommend you be back in line at the Tomorrowland Station no later than midnight. For your viewing enjoyment this evening, we have two showings of Mickey's Sensational Parade at 4 and 6:30. Out on the rivers of America at 9 and 10:30, you'll be able to catch Fantasmic, celebrating its 20th anniversary. And high in the sky above Sleeping Beauty's castle, you'll be able to see our fireworks spectacular, Magical. On behalf of myself and the rest of the crew here at the Disneyland Monorail System, as well as Manny Monorail, Moto Monorail, and Mandy Monorail, I'd like to thank you for joining us along the highway in the sky. We hope you enjoy the rest of your visit here at Walt Disney World Magic Kingdom.
by the happiest kingdom of them all, Fantasyland, home to Pinocchio, Snow White, Peter Pan, and other storybook characters.
And ladies and gentlemen, just a reminder, as we circle Matterhorn Mountains, some of our clearances get a little tight ahead, so please keep those hands on our For your safety, we do ask that you please remain seated until the train comes to a full and complete stop and the doors have opened. Once the doors have opened, lower your head, watch your step. If you're seated on the first 3 cars, you're exiting towards your right, towards the front of the train. If you're in the back 2 cars, you're exiting towards your left. Welcome to Tomorrowland, everyone.
I'm now approaching my final destination, the Tomorrowland station. Be sure to stay seated until I come to a complete stop. Then, remember to take your belongings, watch your head, and step carefully onto the station platform. Thanks for traveling with me. It was fun to have you aboard. I hope you'll have a great time here at Disneyland. I sure do. This is...
So yeah, the monorail ride was really cool. As you could see, I rode in Manny Monorail. He was the red one. But monorails are a lot different in Disneyland than they are in Disney World. I also rode Mr. Toad's Wild Ride. I've got a video of that. It was not very fun. I didn't really like it. I can understand why they took it from Walt Disney World, but here is that.
Stop! What's it bring out here? No! Not this way! Stay that way,
So I waited like a max of 15 minutes to ride it. It was a good 15-minute wait, but not more than 15 minutes. I also rode Gadget's Go Coaster. That was a very fun ride. I have a video, I'll show it to you in a second. But I waited way too long for it. It said that there is a 5-minute wait. I stood in line, and I must have waited for 45 minutes to get on this minute and 30-second ride. So here's the video. So there's that. It was fun, but it was not worth 45 minutes. And to close the day off, here are the Disneyland 4th of July fireworks.
¿Qué tienes? ¿Qué tienes? No pasa nada. arriba.
You were here to fight.
Ahorita.
Mira, mucha luz, mucha luz. Abrazo.
I didn't have audio for that because I wasn't actually in the park. I was standing outside. But yeah, and I did see Phantasmic. I don't have video, but I have very few photos. But as you can see here, mainly just from the Peter Pan fighting Captain Hook scene. It was really cool. I liked it more than the Disney World one, but Disney World has an entire stadium for it, basically. They can seat a lot of people. This one you stand. You have to wait in line for an hour and then stand for an additional 30 minutes, and then you get to watch the show standing. So when you get 6-foot people in front of you, you can't see a thing. But it was well worth it. I could see pretty well. I started to record video, but people kept moving in front of me, so I kind of canceled that out. Well, this concludes our show. I hope that you enjoyed it. Or not next week, but in our next show, because this is part 1 of 2, we will go over Cars Land and the new Disney California Adventure. I have a lot more video and a lot more stuff to talk about. So, keep checking YouTube, and I'll be there, or show 3 will be up there very soon. Thank you, and have a magical day.